What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Zach. This is your mental health check-in. How's your mindset? Now, I know with that question, I want you to think about this. Every day, a lot of people go through a lot of things. And those things are things that, a lot of people might not understand. And again, there's going to be those people that do understand what you go through. They just don't give a crap. And I say that say it like that because, yes, unfortunately, there's those kind of people out there. But remember, there are great people out there who do care what you go through and will do anything just to help make sure that you're smiling. And make sure that your mental health is good. And if they see you in a rough spot, they'll do anything to make that better for you. They'll do anything to try to help you to make that rough situation or situations that you're going through better. Now, again, you only know someone's name, not their story. But we all, each and every one of us, have a 100% different, also 100% true story about us. And again, you may not understand someone's story, and that's 100%, that's 1000% okay to not understand. Because like I said, we all have a 1000% different story about us. 1000% different, true story, 1000% true story about us. So that's okay not to understand. But again, instead of judging people and judging what they go through, ask questions. Ask questions. Again, what questions to ask, that's on you to decide what questions that you have that you ask. But never be afraid to ask questions. And with that said, there's no right or wrong answers also to those questions that you ask. Or what questions to ask. There's no right or wrong answers to either one. So keep that in mind. Again, with that said, when I do this here on YouTube, I'm not doing it as in order to get paid. Yes, I want to get paid. Don't get me wrong, because I do want to make this a working, paying job. And I'm still in the process of that. And like I said, I've only got like two of the three requirements that YouTube says I need, which is 4,000 watch hours, or 4,000 watch hours, 10 million short views, or also 1,000 subscribers. And I'm at the point now to where all I need is to get 1,000 subscribers, I definitely need to get 1,000 subscribers. I definitely need 1,000 subscribers. But I also need either 4,000 watch hours or 10 million short views. Those are the only two things I need, of the watch hours, is the only two things I need. either that 4,000 watch hours or 10 million short views as the only other two I need, besides the 1,000 subscribers. And I've watched the number on the watch hours go up to where, the way they should be. And I can't say thank you enough to each and every one of you for helping me make this happen. You help me in making this happen is what's making me want to come back and keep doing these mental health check-ins, because that is what a lot of people need. And yeah, you kind of heard me kind of grunt a little bit ago. I had to set up. I was trying to push myself up, and still putting pressure on my arm, on my right arm. It still hurts like hell. I'm still hoping the finances out what is causing, or what has caused all this pain, to still be hurting. Like I said, I fell a while back getting in my truck, and I fell on my elbow. But I mean, yeah, that's gonna cause pain. But I mean, for it to be hurting this long, and it sucks. But 'cause that's kept me from being in the gym. That's kept me from doing a lot of things, and so it sucks. I'm ready to go back to my workouts. I'm ready to go back to my, my daily routines. So I'm hoping by Thursday to have answers. Now, when I find out answers, I will let you know. When I find out that, what's going on, I will let you know. Like I said, the story behind the whole thing behind it still blows my mind. Just the whole thing behind of what all took place. Which I'm gonna keep that all to as privacy reasons. So again, nothing against you here on YouTube, but I will keep that all as privacy reasons, except to say, yes, I fell, which I told you, and I fell on my right elbow, and again, it's been more than a couple months now, but it's been a while back. I'll say it that way. I had my MRIs, I had all that, but just trying to get answers now. So with that said, yeah, like I said, some things that contribute to that, I will keep personal. But I will, like I said, when I find something out, I'll let you know of what takes place and what answers, I guess, is the best way to say it, what I find out. And I tell you that I will tell you because I got much love for everyone. You might think, man, he's got much love, but he don't know us. That's fact. I don't know you. I mean, yes, some people I do know personally here on my YouTube channel, but there's billions of people that I don't know, that I've never met personally. Well, with that said, again, um, I'll still let you know when I find something out, which, like I said, I don't know if I'll find something out this week. I'm not supposed to go to the doctor this week, but back on my orthopedic surgeon this week. But I don't know if I'll get answers this week or what the situation is. But I'll find out then. I should hopefully find out then answers. But it's, honestly, got truth, it's been a real pain in the butt. So again, with that said, I will let you know when I find out something of what's going on. I mean, you've been there for me and been there with me through this whole journey from day one to now. And we're coming up on 4 years in March. On March 5th, 2026, it will be 4 years here on YouTube. And it's been a journey. But you know what? It's been a journey that I enjoy. Because I love to meet new people. I love to be able to help others. Get through anything that you or they go through or have also been through. Because again, yes, the past can and will and always does at some point or another sneak up on us all. And like I said, for a lot of people, it might be a lot, of things. Because, some people, more than some, but a lot of people go through a rough past. And some people go through a smooth past. It just depends. Again, you might go through a rough past, but end up with a good future. Or you may go the good past and end up with a rough future. I mean, it can go either way. It can go either way. But with that said, keep going. Keep being you. And again, if there's anything that you would like to hear that will help you in any way, that will help you have a better mental health attitude, that will help your mental health in any way that I can, you tell me what you would like to hear and what would help you. And I got you. I got you, no matter what. Again, this is one thing that I love doing. Because, again, this is also how I was born and raised. To help so many people. Yeah, I've been through a lot of hell. Again, like I've always told you about since day one that I've been here on YouTube. And a lot of times, people think that I nag, go on about things that I've been through just for the attention. No. I do that to try to raise awareness. As I said in my last YouTube video yesterday. But again, I do that just to raise awareness. Say, look, I've been there. I've been through these situations. And I try to do it to open up everybody's eyes and say, look, I've been through these situations, and look, there's other people that's been through these situations. And would you look at that? There's no these other people that's been through it. A lot of people are not here right now because of those situations. But me, I still am. And with that said, for anybody that's done me wrong through all the years, that's actually seeing this right now, or that watches YouTube, you might have blocked me through everything else. But this is your chance to turn back around and say, you know what? I screwed up. Let me make it right. And you know what? I'm willing to give somebody a chance to make things right. I'm willing to give a lot of chances to make things right. Now, the one part that I have trouble, to forgive people is the bullies. Because bullying, as you know, is not good. Like I said, I had a buddy of mine, or I have a brother of mine, who calls me his big brother, as I told you about. They got bullied a bunch, and 10 plus years ago, about 10 plus years ago, I was able to stick up for him when he told me, hey, I got bullied, and this bully said if I tell anybody that they were going to kill me, I wouldn't put up with that. I thought, no, I got this. So again, when that situation, occurred, I was able to get my self-protection on, as to carry, and I went and got him, and I said, you know what, we're just going to go for a walk in the mall, we're just going to have a little, just chill, walk around. But with that said, I had other plans, but I had to say it like I said it because I know he was scared to tell anybody. But I knew where a teacher of his worked, and we walked right into that spot. He got scared. I said, my brother, hold up a second. I got you. You're scared. I know. But I got you. I've been there. I got you. And that's when I said what I knew, and all he had to do was give the name, which I won't repeat that name and the whole scenario. But again, the next day he texted me, said, hey, are you free to where I can call you? I said, sure. He called me, he said, I just want to say thanks for Big Brother for saving my life. And I don't get teary-eyed too much. I mean, the obvious, if I'm going to like a funeral of someone that passes away, Yeah, I'm gonna get teary-eyed, but rather than that, I rarely get teary-eyed. But that right there, when he called me his big brother, that got me choked up. And you know what? That got me choked up. But in the same way, I said, you know what? You're welcome, little brother. You're welcome, little brother. I got you. I've been down these roads. You know, and like I said, I've dealt with bullies. I've dealt with the mean people. But I got you. I've been on this road plenty of times with the bullies and the rude people. But for you, yes, I will go down that road again. Just to pull you through. Make sure you're okay. Because I've been there before. And yes, it sucks. And that's why I'm telling you here on YouTube. If and when you go through something and it scares the hell out of you, come get me. And we'll talk through it, just as you see I'm doing here as I'm making this YouTube video. I got you. And again, that's exactly why I'm making this a working, paying job. Because again, the number one reason, this is something that I love doing. I want to get paid, don't get me wrong. You know, it'd be more than nice to get paid, you know, and it helped me through, you know, it's just with daily essentials, you know, daily activities, going places, or, you know, paying bills that need to be paid, you know, and helping my mom, you know, with paying bills, or, you know, whatever the case may be. But I'm doing this because I love to help people. This is how I was born and raised. No, not what I've been through, but that's how I was born. This is how I was born and raised. And this is how I'm always going to be. So keep me and you. Let nothing hold you back. My name is Zach. I'll see y'all next time. Much love. And let's get it.